Hi everyone! I'm Jana O'Brien from Lighter Self, and today we're going to be doing some body weight exercises. And without further ado, let's just start, okay? So we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up before we start doing body weight exercises, but this is amazing. It's really good for fat loss, and you don't need anything to exercise with this. And I know a lot of us go to the gym and we don't have a lot of tools at home to exercise, so I think this is going to be very helpful. So let's start by warming up with some jumping jacks here. So just about 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, and 1. Now let's bring our hands, cross our fingers, and then bring our hands to the back of our neck, and then you're gonna step like your feet is gonna be about hip width apart, and you're gonna bring knee to elbow, and then you kind of like side bend. You have like a side bend to your obliques. We're working on our obliques and hips and a lot of other things, so keep going. And try to touch the elbow to the knee, if you can. Good. Okay, so now let's cross, and the knees come forward. So you're marching, and you're trying to touch the opposite elbow to the knee, to the opposite knee. So it's almost like you're doing bicycle when you're laying down on the floor. That's the parts of your core that you want to feel. Really engage your core. Okay, let's do this again. Jumping jacks. And then bring your hands to the back of your head, interlace your fingers, and knee to elbow. Really using your obliques to bring the elbow and the knee together. And breathe, don't hold your breath. I'm gonna face you guys because I'm kind of on my side because of the way my mat is displaced right now. 10, 2, 1. Good. And then marching, cross, elbow to knee. Use your core. One more time. Jumping jacks. Okay, elbow to knee, obliques are engaging. Good. March, cross, elbow to knee. Sunshine wants to come play with us. and exercise with us, right? Sunshine, I know, you can come here and watch. You're cute. Come on. 7, I think, 8, 9, 10, 2, 1. Good, okay, so let's circle our wrists. Hi there. Let's circle our wrists here so we can warm up our wrists. You can stay here. Do you want to stay right there? Go there. Good. All the way, all the way. Good. You're such a good girl. And keep going. The other direction. Okay, we're gonna do the same wrist warm-ups we did. I love this warm-up. So bring the palms of your hands up, and then the top of your hands are gonna be on the floor. Your fingers are facing, going towards your knees. The closer you bring your hands to your knees, oh, sunshine, go that way. I love you. Love you. The easier it is. The farther away the hands go from your knees, the harder it is. You can choose wherever you want, and you can place a little bit of weight from your shoulders to your wrists. And let's do this 10 times. Really try to open your fingers wide as you do this. Good, now we're gonna place the palms of our hands on the floor, open our fingers wide, and we're gonna do the same thing. Come up and sit on your heels. As much as you can, you don't have to sit all the way back, okay? Again, it depends on how flexible your wrists are. The more you work on this, the better you get. More mobility you get there for your wrists. Almost there. And 1, good job. Okay, now let's do salt shakers actually. Salt shakers, you bring your thumb and your pinky finger out, close the other fingers, and just shake, 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 shake. And then, I don't know what this is called, but we're just like rotating our wrists like this a few times. Feels really good on the wrists. And then from here, let's see here. Okay. We're gonna start with bridges, of course, because we always warm up our glutes first before we start. So you're gonna lay down on your back. Sunshine, come on off. This way, come on, this way. Come on, Sunshine, go that way. You're such a good girl. Okay, I love you. Lay down. I love you. You wanna be close to me. I know. Okay, your feet is gonna be hip width apart. Hands can come by the sides of your pockets if you have pockets. Or by the sides of your hips. And then you're gonna tuck your tailbone in. So make sure your back, your low back is pressing against the floor before you come up, because I don't want you using your low back or your hamstrings. Of course, everything is working, but I want you to feel that in your glutes. So as soon as you tuck the tailbone in, you engage your glutes as much as you can, and then you bring your hips all the way up. Now remember, it's not a yoga bridge where you're bringing your hips super high here. This way you're using more your low back. What I want is for your shoulder blades to be on the floor. So you're gonna bring your hips all the way up, squeezing the butt cheeks together, but the shoulder blades are on the floor. And remember, every time you touch the floor, you tuck the tailbone in before you come up. So make sure you're really engaging the glutes and not your low back here. And keep engaging your core when you're doing this. So bringing that belly button all the way towards your spine so you can feel all the muscles in your core engaged. And push the floor with all the four corners of your feet, trying to keep your arches up and away from the floor. Good. Now from there, we're gonna lay down on our bellies because we're gonna go Superwoman. And the way we do this is we bring our arms all the way up above our heads. Keep the tops of our feet on the floor. The thumbs are gonna face towards the ceiling. Forehead is back. It's not back. Forehead is down because you're looking down the whole time. I don't want you looking up as you come up. So you're gonna squeeze your glutes as much as you can. Engage your core. And then you're gonna bring your legs and your arms up. Stay here for 2, 1, come back down. Again, 2, 1, come back down. If you're feeling any pain on your shoulders or on your upper traps or neck, I want you to open your arms into a T instead and keep your thumbs up towards the ceiling so we can keep our chest up as we do this. Don't look up. I don't want to overarching your neck there, your cervical spine. And even if in here you're feeling a lot of pain, you can bring your hands all the way down as like in locust pose for yoga. Keep your thumbs up though and come up. And I'm gonna come back here and let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From there, we're gonna do, let me see what's the next one. Sunshine, you're right on my way. Fire hydrants. So we're gonna bring table pose here. You bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips, hip width apart. Hands are shoulder width apart. And then you're gonna bring your knee to the side, kind of like you're a puppy dog trying to pee. That's what I remember when I see this. So. And another thing is you're trying to keep your pelvic floor level, which means you're trying, so you're gonna imagine that your hip bones are facing down towards the floor and you have 2 headlights. They need to be facing down the whole time. Basically, you don't wanna open up like this. You don't want anything happening on your hips. Your hips are aligned as you do that. And it's okay to not bring your leg all the way up, you know? Because what you want to feel that it is your glute medius. The other side, same thing, don't let your hips move as much as you can. Good job. Okay, let's go back into bridges. Push with your heels and the balls of your foot, so the 4 corners of your foot should be pushing against the floor. Arches are up, coming out of the floor. You're tucking your tailbone every time that you touch the floor. And squeeze your butt cheeks as much as you can. Engage your core. And keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Okay, Superwoman again. Remember, you can do 3 ways. Arms up above your head, arms into a T pose, T, or arms all the way down towards your pockets, or YTA, whatever. Keep your thumbs up and keep looking down with your chin in, kind of like you're holding a tennis ball with your chin and your chest. One more. Good job. Okay, fire hydrants. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Let's start with your right leg this time. Other side. Good. From there, we're gonna do Spider-Man mountain climbers. So the way that works is you're gonna go into a high plank. Your hands are gonna be, you push, always when you're doing a plank or anything like that, make sure you're pushing with the knuckles of your hands so that you don't cause a lot of pressure on your wrists. And then your hands are going to be right underneath your shoulders. Make sure your knuckles are all pressing against the floor. Your fingers are all open, wide. And then you're going to come into a high plank. Remember, for a high plank, again, you don't want to lower like this, because if you do this, you're actually hurting your low back. You don't want your hips super high here, because this is something completely different. You really want to tuck the tailbone in, engage the core, and stay up here. And you also don't want to not tuck the tailbone in and do this, because now you're overarching, you're hurting your back, you know. So tuck it in, and then from plank, you're going to step outside of your hand, step the other foot out of the other hand, and then come back to plank, and then alternate left to the left hand, right foot outside of the right hand, left foot step back, right foot step back, and then alternate again. So that's how it looks like. Almost there. One more right side. Oh, that's hard. Good job if you finish this. Let's do some crunches. So we're gonna do bicycles. Lay down on your back. Again, make sure you're tucking the tailbone in a little bit, pressing the low back against the floor. Don't let your low back arch for this. Interlace your fingers on the back of your head. Sunshine, Mama is gonna crunch. I love you. And then bring your knees above your hips. And then you're gonna extend the right leg as you bring the right elbow towards the outside of your left knee. And then you alternate as you bring the left elbow towards the outside of your right knee. Keep the shoulder blades out of the floor. Keep pressing the low back against the floor. And if you want to make it harder, keep your knees above your hips and try to bring your elbows all the way to the outside of your knees. If you want it easier, the knees can come towards you. Harder, knees above your hips. I can't talk. Four more. Woo! That's good. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. One more time. Spider-Man, sunshine, we gotta move. Move this way, this way, this way. You can stay here because I love you so much. Stay there, okay, my love? I'll give you a love after we exercise, okay? Stay right there. I love you. Okay, we're gonna go to Spider-Man again. So, out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back. I'm doing everything with my right leg first, and then I'll do left, because I didn't think about it. 3, 2, 1, 1. Keep going. Woo! Okay, crunches again. Knees above your hips or farther away from you to make it harder, okay? And if you want it easier, bring your knees closer to your belly button, to be above your head, your belly button. And always the elbow goes outside of your knees for this exercise. There's different oblique exercises. This one, I want the elbows outside of the knee. Let's do it. Just to make it harder. And again, if you can stay here, bring your leg up. That's gonna make it easier. The farther down you extend that leg, the harder you make it. Again, if the knees are above your hips, it's much harder. Let's do Spider-Man again, okay? By the way, every time I create exercises, I just come up with crazy names. I never know the real names of them, and sometimes I do, but I always forget it. So let's do this. This time we're gonna alternate because I wasn't thinking. Didn't have enough oxygen on my brain. Always stepping outside of your hand here. And if at any point, I think I didn't mention this on my other movie, you need to stop, take a break, and then go back if you have to. this exercise is so good. Okay, keep it up. Let's go, one more crunch. Not crunch. Scissors or bicycles, whatever. Bicycles. Let's go. Try to keep your shoulder blades away from the floor as much as you can. Okay, from here, we're gonna go these reverse table positions. And for this one, if you have any problems on your shoulders, or if you're feeling your traps are too tight or anything, try. So in yoga, they say, bring your fingertips towards your butt or towards your feet. I don't like that very much for my shoulder because I feel like it's pulling it forward like this, the position that we're always in the computer like that. So what I want is to open up my chest, and a more effective way of doing that is by either bringing your fingertips away from your body, so facing the sides, or all the way back. If you can do it all the way back, you're opening up even more your chest. I'm gonna bring my fingertips to the sides here. Oh, sunshine. And then my feet are going to be hip width apart. Again, you're pushing your hips up. You're gonna bring your hips all the way up, kind of like creating a table with your body. And then you're gonna push the floor. My husband is outside in the window looking at sunshine and saying hi to him. So push the floor away and come back up and down. And you can look towards your belly button. Oh my God, that's so cute. They're kissing each other in the window. Anyways, he's coming, sunshine. He was riding his bike. 7 and 8, 4, I think 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, from there we're gonna go to side planks, bringing your hips up and down. We're gonna do the low side planks on our elbows. So your elbow should be directly below your shoulders, so you don't cause any impingement in your shoulders. And you can come legs straight and bring your hips on the up and down. If it's too much, bend your knees to 90-degree angles and then hips up and down. Again, you're in a straight alignment here from your head, shoulders, hips, and knees. And you come up and down. Elbows right underneath your shoulders. And I'm gonna go like this. Engage your core as much as you can. Feel the side. Where are you feeling this? Side, obliques, glutes, shoulders. That's where you should be feeling it. So make sure every time you're doing an exercise, you know exactly which muscles you're working, so that you can make sure that you're feeling the right muscles working and you're not injuring yourself. Make sure you contract your core, keep your elbows underneath your shoulders, and again, let's go all the way up and down. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. If you need to alternate foot like this too, you can. I don't like it. I like to stack my foot one on top of the other. Engage your core. Okay, tabletop again. So again, I'm gonna press my fingers out, feet hip width apart, push the floor with all four corners of your feet, trying to keep your arches out. I always say foot because in Brazil, in Portuguese, we add s to the end so to make it plural. So for some reason, I have a really hard time with the plural of foot, which is feet, and I know, but when I'm talking, I always say foot. All my clients know that. They're used to me saying foot and then saying feet. So squeeze everything, engage your core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do side planks again with the hips up and down. Elbow underneath your shoulders, straight your legs or bend your knees. Never just half bend your legs either, okay? Either straight or bend to 90-degree angles. And hips up and down. 10, 2, 1. I need to use my yoga mat, but this mat has more cushion. I love it. It's not as sturdy. Okay, let's do this again, the other side. 12 more. Straighten your legs and go. Three, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, now we're gonna move into squat to kicks. I love this. It's really fun. I'm actually gonna move this so that I'm facing you guys. And we're gonna bring your feet. And if you have a sofa behind you, by all means, if you can squat and you feel pain on your knees, just sit back on the sofa and come back up. That's good enough, okay? So you can cross your arms, hold your elbows. I love this. Just because it's like coming from my heart. To me, when I put my hands in front of my heart, it's like a way of demonstrating love. So I love this. Anyways, let's go. We're gonna come down, up, and kick. Down, up, and kick. Down, up, and kick. Good. If you can't do that, sit on the sofa, up, bring your knee up. Sit on the sofa, up, bring your knee up. Just don't stop moving. If you can't kick, just sit on the sofa and stay right here. This is good enough, okay? So, but if you can, squat and kick. Squat and kick. Keep going. 3, 3. Yes, 4, because we gotta count each side. 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 1. Good. Now we're gonna go into lunges to kick. So you're gonna lunge and kick. One leg first and then the other. Or you can alternate if you want to. I think when you alternate it is a little bit easier than you would do this for alternating. But I'm just gonna stay right here. Because you're loading more into this leg. 2, 1. Again, if you can't kick, don't kick, just lunge. floor, lunge, and bring your knee up. Balance. So many things you can do. You just need a mat. You don't even need a mat. You just need the floor. If you're not spoiled like me. And don't need cushion for your knees. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 1. We're gonna go to this 3-point, what is it called? 3-point skaters, I would say. 3-point curtsy lunge. Okay, so that's how it works. Curtsy, and come back. Curtsy. Actually, wait a minute. Wait. Yes, I'm right. Okay, let's start again, okay? Okay. Curtsy and touch the floor in the inner side of your feet, right where your arches are coming up, because you're pushing with the 4 corners of your foot and you're trying to keep the front knee aligned with the 2nd and 3rd toe, not caving in, not letting your knee cave in so you don't have any problems on your ACL. Keep going. You can make this as hard as you can by just jumping. You can do that, or you can just go slow and control, and don't hop if you don't want to, because we have 3 more sets. I need a water break. So, by the way, that's a reminder for everyone, bring your waters when you're exercising, drink a lot of water. My throat is really dry. I'm still sick and trying to recover. So, let's do the squat to kick again. So hands either on your elbows or palms in Anjali Mudra, that's what's called in yoga, right on your heart center. And let's squat, try to bring your elbows to your knees. Elbows within your knees, and I'm kicking twice, but we're gonna kick with each leg and squat. Four more. One, last one. Good. Okay, lunges to kick. So lunge and kick. Remember, when you're lunging, your back knee should be aligned with your torso. Have one alignment with your torso and back leg. So knee, hips, and shoulders align, and head. 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, one. Okay, the other leg. Good. 3-point skaters. You can step or you can hop. Whatever you prefer. We're gonna do this one more time. And just so you know, yesterday I did legs. That's burning. Because man, I have a lot of lactic acid right now. Okay, let's do this. Okay, squat, kick. But that's actually good when you do kind of cardio. After you did heavy lifting, you're helping the lactic acid that's building up on your muscles to dissipate. So it actually helps to stop hurting. And since I didn't exercise for a while because I was really sick, my body's feeling this. I'm not sick anymore, I'm recovering now. No fever, just still a little bit of mucus, but everything else is good, so I'm happy to be exercising. Three, 2, 1. Okay, lunges to kick. This is so good to challenge your balance too. It's amazing for something called proprioception, which is your body's ability to know where you are in space and to balance basically. Plus heart rate is coming up, huh? 3, 2, 1. Good. The other leg. Okay, 3-point skaters. Last one. If you want to hop, hop. If you can't, slow down. Just don't stop moving, keep moving. We finished. That was really good, guys. Let's do some stretch. Some stretching, just to feel good a little bit. You can sit down with your legs straight. And if you can keep your legs straight, just bend your knees, touch your toes. The main thing we're gonna do here, we're trying to stretch our hamstrings. Keep your shoulders down, your chest up, and it's okay to stay right here. It's almost like you're trying to touch your belly button to your legs, your quads. So if you can stretch all the way down, but remember, don't compromise form. If this is where you are, stay right there. This is good enough. Go one leg at a time. Just bend your knees like this. This is the time to gain some flexibility now that you're warm. Just breathe and melt away. Now you can relax. Whew. Keep breathing through the low back. Try to expand your floating ribs. That's where your diaphragm is. That's the diaphragm breath. The most famous diaphragm breath. The best breath for you to relax. So try to expand those floating ribs as you breathe and relax. Good. From here, we're gonna open up our legs as far as you can. If you can do the splits, go for it. And then we're just gonna bring the elbow in towards your groin area here, your inner thigh, and then you're gonna try to open up your chest. Try to look up because your body goes where your eyes go. And then it's not about touching your foot, okay? Because I can touch my foot, but what I want is for you to really feel the stretch on the side body and on your, it's called quadratus lumborum or QL, the low back area, that soft spot in between your ribs and your hips there. That's where you're trying to stretch. So try to open. The more you can open up your chest, the more you're gonna be able to stretch there. And let's go to the other side, same thing here. Your forearm is down on the floor, your elbow is trying to help you open up here, and then you're opening up your chest, almost like bringing your heart towards the ceiling, the sky. Woo! I can't speak and do this. That's why I don't exercise when I'm teaching. I'm actually looking at my clients' forms. Woo! Breathe. And then you can circle, come forward, again forward. Try to keep your chest up for me as much as you can. If you can, bring your heart or your chest towards the floor, by all means do so, but keep your chest up the whole time. Don't let your low back arch here. This is good enough right here if you're right here. Even if you come all the way up here, that's good enough. But just try to stay with your chest up and feel your groin area and breathe. Spreading your floating ribs. Ooh. Good. Now let's bring your feet together, your knees apart, on a butterfly. Keep your chest up. You can bring your elbows to push your hips apart here if you want to, but you can also just stay here and relax. And just stay there for a little longer, breathing. Okay, let's go into our knees, or if you want to sit cross-legged, go for it. We're gonna breathe here. Now this breath that we're gonna do today, we're gonna just expand the floating ribs this time. So you're just focusing on your floating ribs. You can put your hands here so you can feel that your hands are expanding as you breathe. Breathe in, counting to 4, hold for 4, breathe out, counting to 4, hold for 4, okay? So let's go. Hold for 4. Breathe out for 4. Hold for 4. I'm gonna count and go. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job today. You're done. You finished. I'm really proud of you if you did this workout with me. It's a whole body workout. Very good. Your heart rate probably came up and you're probably feeling pretty good right now. Sunshine came to say bye to you. So namaste. And I will see you next time.